take a really good look.
What are the challenges that you face in your classrooms, in your schools, and your communities?
You're making me feel bad about being white. No, I'm not making you feel bad about being white. I'm asking you to look at this from my perspective.
And I see a lot of honesty here, even when it's hard to hear. We're being really honest, and that, I believe, is the only way we get to tough conversations going forward in our country.
The conversations and the openness of everybody and the vulnerability that we have all shown at some point or another with strangers, you know? You're crying in a room full of strangers. You're having conversations about race when the person sitting right next to you is white.
Yes, you're getting an inside peek at a unique Seeds of Peace pilot course.
People are divided by all these lines of difference and rarely have a chance to really connect heart to heart or mind to mind to people who are different from them in any meaningful way.
Oh! You checked your ego, right?
I did.
If you don't call me out on that, I don't even know it comes out that way.
That's something that people of color have to address in ourselves, right?
What is going on here? Passionate American educators from all across the country, all ages, varied ethnicities, carefully selected.
People know that Seeds of Peace brings together teenagers. What they often don't know is that we bring together adults.
What did you guys learn that you could bring to kids that could help them realize a bigger picture of what's going on here?
And getting ideas and learning that I'm not alone in my pain in Chicago, because it's happening on the West Coast, it's happening on the East Coast, it's happening in small cities and small towns.
39 participants, staff, and faculty in all, here for some 2 weeks living and learning together. The Chicago educator Lisa fills us in.
This program just gave me the opportunity to really hear voices and people speaking from the heart, all people who love kids. We have a circle full of leaders, let's face it.
This course is really actually a professional development seminar in a camp setting. So it's sort of the best of both worlds.
The dynamics of misunderstanding, of prejudice and stereotypes, of just the lack of opportunity to really engage heart to heart and mind to mind is overwhelming.
And the idea to parallel the same magical work the nonprofit Seeds of Peace continues to do for young people right here and around the world since 1993. It's now a proven model.
After lunch, Muslim services.
I'm a very spiritual person. I went to see a service at the mosque. I'm learning more about the Jewish traditions.
Who better to build a better tomorrow than educators themselves who have the platform and the ability to bring all the values that we teach at Seeds of Peace into their classroom and to help us inspire this next generation that we feel so committed to.
So many kids are opting out.
What exactly are they doing? Through intense dialogue, they're focusing on the most pressing issues of our time.
When you feel uncomfortable, say it, because until we say it, then we can't work it out, right?
Key issues like equality.
There are whole areas where people have never kids have never experienced a library.
Race, identity.
Those little self-doubt voices that we were talking about.
Respect!
And they're also getting some great teaching and learning skills.
A lot of kids are bored by history because they think, oh, you're memorizing facts, it's so boring. But the minute you connect it to your own life and you think, I was there, or my father or mother, or grandmother, or cousin or friend, they were there, or you try to understand where you are in the stream of history, it becomes a lot more interesting.
From the organizers and from each other.
You expect excellence, but also you know how to make sure it happens.
We're talking tools. Tools these teachers can use every day in their classrooms.
One of the women in the program, Lisa, she does this thing with her kids where she has all the girls write all these really positive things about being girls. And then she makes bookmarks for them and gives it to them. And I'm like, that's such a nice way to reaffirm, who you are. And I'm totally gonna use that.
Just making sure that all of my students' identities are acknowledged and brought to the table so that we can work from a place of trust and respect from there.
Honestly, it couldn't be timelier considering the current state of conflict and uncertainty in the U.S. right now.
Our communities here in the United States are just as divided as they are in other parts of the world. We are craving opportunities to unite educators, unite at every generation, unite across lines of difference and create spaces that promote dialogue.
We have racial problems. We have opiate problems. We have we have educational problems. You go on and on. I mean, you have the list. It's how we deal with those, how we incorporate young people into decision making.
And the hope, an opportunity for teamwork, support, and empowerment in this beautiful rustic lake setting in Maine. This will have what Seeds of Peace calls a real ripple effect when these U.S. educators return home to their students.
It's the ripple effect. So if these teachers go back and they're standing in front of their classroom and they have learned and they have been connected and they've had conversations, they are now a different teacher.
Seeds of Peace's focus in all of our programs has always been around leadership, and I think we are creating spaces and developing leaders that are going to influence others and build a different, better tomorrow.
Hands up! Hands up! Wrists together! Wrists together! Elbows together! Elbows together! A root cha cha, a root cha cha, a root cha cha cha.
And yeah, this needs to grow. It's so important to teach the children that they have power. And you know where that comes from? The educators in the rooms with them.